searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Light is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land.
sport. So, hello, Jackie. Hello, guys, and welcome back to the sixth season of the JF. And welcome back once again to a new season, race number 1 out of 12. And once again, this is your commentator, Palace 56, bringing you live the Singapore Grand Prix right here. Now, here's the qualifying analysis from the qualifying session. We have a new poster here, Yellow Rec and Red Bull with a phenomenal lap of a 128.8, Roshan Robot with a 129.1, and Sam with we, we do have rotation qualifying here, but Roshan in third. But as well, we have a few breakout qualifiers here, especially with the names of Heejin and Sinpo making their inroads into the first Q3 appearances, especially for Sinpo, a phenomenal P8 appearance here. Sinpo, once again, one of our only races here to star in one of the every 6 seasons of the GF right here. So a phenomenal performance here from Sinpo. And extraordinary lap for everyone to drop 1.873. We do know that Sinpo has struggled continuously throughout the rest of the seasons. But then, wow, he's managed 8th place right here. So, great performance here from Sinpo, and we would definitely really want to watch him continue that performance up for the rest of the season as well. Once again, apologies for not being able to perform for the rest of the season, and sorry for not coming in for the qualifying session. I due to a bit of a technical error, but here it is me, Apollo 56, to bring you live the race session for the Singapore Grand Prix, and drivers just getting ready up here, and towards the end of the 2023 calendar year, race 1 of Singapore is starting. Obviously, if you're in the comments right now, do let us know in the comments who do you think is going to be our podium spots for the end of this race here in Singapore. So, expected dry race here in Singapore with a total of, what do we see, 15 drivers. No Ferrari drivers here, unfortunately, and I don't see any McLarens here. No, McLarens, we do have Sippo in the McLaren, but unfortunately no Ferrari drivers, as we can see here in the garage. So, a little unfortunate we're not going to see any point scoring opportunities here for the Ferrari team. But then, what is going to happen here for the remainder of the 31 laps of the Singapore Grand Prix, our inaugural race of Season 6 of the JF? So obviously we're definitely going to have a look at our starting grid for the rest of the race, and drivers just still getting ready up. A little bit longer than usual here as drivers begin to set up their vehicles for an arduous 31 laps here in one of the most strenuous circuits of the Formula One calendar. And obviously we do have most of the drivers originating from Singapore here. Look at that, both Red Bull drivers from Singapore. Just Singapore flags rising high here in the garage, and now the formation lap is going on with the Red Bull of Yellow Rack starting off, leaving a whole pack of 15 drivers here in the formation lap. Now, we do have a few drivers here who were eliminated in Q2 by the names of Sevenfish, Desio, Baby, who is basically, I has Shimkin, I'm Shinkpin, being my former teammate while I was racing here as a driver in Season 3. Unfortunately, only performing in P13. Taco Mansa, Season 5's championship winner in P12. Ryan in 11th. And we do have quite a number of new names in the top 10 here. Ramen with also career best P5 qualifying performance, and Heejin with a career best P4 as well. So a lot of potential here for the new drivers. A really accelerating new season awaits ahead of us. Now, what would the race strategists predict for you? I have no idea, but it is not showing up on the screens right now. But here it is, 15 drivers. And certainly with Yellow Rack going extremely wide on the outside of one of the corners there is that of the National Gallery of Singapore. That he's gonna get his tires really dirty yet, considering that he's gonna start on hard tires here. So Yellow Rack is spun. It's spun on the formation lap. No, in realistic terms, he'll not be allowed to retain the position, but now he Well, he's getting down the field. He needs to catch up. Back to field. There it is. Making the pass here, but his hot tires will not be in optimal form right now. He's going to leave himself vulnerable. Here's the race strategies here. Hard to mediums, or it can create a medium soft here. Yellow Rack is now stuck behind two drivers here, and oh, they disqualify here. I believe they make contact. Sam and Yellow Rack are disqualified from the hopefully not race, but the formation lap here, so they wouldn't be allowed to took the car into optimal position prior to the start of the race. Roshan Robot will now have an advantage here, starting on the front row, but he's going to be allowed to use his car to any sort of position that he wants to try to get a jump on Yellow Rack off the start line into turn 1, and that is so important here, considering a street circuit in Singapore whereby there are many corners where it's so difficult to pass on. That's not going to be what he really wants here. So how is Yellow Rack going to well, defend against Russian Robot, considering his Sinpo's disqualified as well. Sinpo with a phenomenal PA position, but he's not going to have his best start here, and there he goes. The lights are about to go off. Are we gonna get season 6 started? We are, and here we go. Great start from Yellow Rack. And as well as Russian Robot is trying to defend against the Haasman. Heejin gets a fantastic start there in the Haas, but Heejin can't hold the position of Sam. Yellow Rank maintains here in P1, and the top 5 remains status quo. Living out of turn 3 and 4. Here we go, and Sakate had lost his front wing in turn 1, and now he's lost his front wing. That's his race compromise. Ryan QWX as well is down in the back of the field. I believe there was contact between the two, and now we have full course yellows, do we? We do have full course yellows, and it is a virtual safety car out of lap 1 owing to damage there from Ryan and Zoo. But that neutralizes the field, and all 15 drivers will have some breathing space. And for drivers who have underfueled the car for the start of the race, they will have some reprieve for the rest of the 30 laps to remain. Now, let's have a look at the detail of a position change here. Top 7, in fact, not having any position change from the starting grid spot, but a mess over the bottom half as the green flag is hoisted again. And now Yellow Rack will definitely want to get a jump on Roshan, Robert. Roshan is all over the back of Yellow Rack, who's just less than half a second behind him. And now, I don't know what's going on, but I believe it's gonna be, I'm gonna think it's gonna be on the Carlos Sainz situation here by Yellow Rack, who's planning to hold off Roshan Robert and the rest of the field as well. It's gonna be a game of chance for the front field right here. What do they have to do in order to play this game of strategy against the top here? No, Ramon's getting jump on the region here. Oh, they don't have to do that, do they? Or is that illegal overtaking Ramen? But whatever it is, he has lost 1.5 seconds to Sam, so I don't know. It's going to be within the span of a corner with that move by Ramen. It is going to be two different groups here. One massive group of 6 cars down to two separate groups now. So now let's focus on the front of the field. The battle between Yellow Rack, Roshan, and Sam, the top 3 now. 3 rookies leading the pack at the inaugural race of Season 6 of the JAF. This is phenomenal here. Ramen now, the gap between Sam and Ramen up to 2.2 seconds. And now Heejin hounding down Ramen in P4. Simple as well, losing 4 spots to P12 now. So Ramen being the cock of the bottom for Heejin and Sky here. I don't know what's going on. Ramen just simply doesn't have the pace to keep up in the top 3. But Heejin and Sky is now just holding around the back of him. What is the top 3 plan to do? That's a bigger question here. Sam, Robot, and Yellow Rack, are they going to work out together as a team to keep themselves clear of P4 and Ramen? They're trying to use Ramen as a hatch against the rest of the field here. If they can work together, then another Sainz, Norris, Hamilton, and Russell sort of strategy, as you know from the 2023 Singapore Grand Prix in real life, this could work out dividends for them if they keep playing this strategy out. So Yellow Rack, Robot, and Sam just trying very hard to keep themselves within DRS range. No, he doesn't. Russian Robert falls outside 1 second range by the time to get to the DRS zone, or does he? Does he? He doesn't. Russian does not have the DRS over. Yellow Rack and this virtual safety car is out again. It looks like Zucano has crashed out. He's hit his front wing again. He's lost it again out of the Anderson Bridge. down in P15. Now, a few drivers decided to take a cheap pit stop here. And here it is, the House of Gangster Hamster and Chimkin in P14 had decided to pit. And what they're going on to the new tires here. Now, Gangster Hamster as well has front wing damage, so that is going to be a good pit stop for him. Chimkin, let's have a look at his pace here. What's he going on to? He's going on to the medium compound tires. So obviously on the two-stop strategy here. The question now is, with this tire advantage, now there's no safety car here, so he still has a gap to make out here. But what will this strategy be for Chimkin? This is interesting, and Gangster Hamster's got a penalty. He's got a drive-through penalty for spinning on the virtual safety car. So that advantage of hitting under the VSC on lap 2 is nullified. The question now is, look at the gap between the two Alfa Romeos of Salmonfish and YouTube Chimkin here. But the gap is now down to 18 seconds, 17 seconds, now 16 seconds. As the virtual safety car is hoisted again? It is hoisted again. What has happened? I have no idea what's going on, but the virtual safety car is hoisted again, and I'm pretty sure that there was a few drivers who are going to jump on this. Or is it? Keep a look out at the leading pack of the race. Here it is. Yellow Rack, Roshan and Sam. Now, oh, Sam's, I think it's Ramen. Ramen's dropped back into P6. He has wing damage. He has wing damage. The Aston Martin has wing damage. Now, he definitely has to pit. He has to pit here. Into the pits comes Ramen, so that's the reason why we have a second virtual safety car here, and the gap between Heejin and Sam down to 1.1 seconds. A pack of five drivers now leading top 5 of the race on lap 4:31 on the first race of the Singapore of the 6th season of the JAF. Wow. We say we're going to start the new year with a bang. We're ending 2023. We're going to end this year with a bang with the season of the JF. What an inaugural race we're having. We're definitely going to see fireworks leading here as the green flag is once again hoisted. Here we go. Yellow Rack now leads Roshan, Robot, and Sam. Once again, keep the eyes out on Chimkin versus Salmonfish. The gap stays status quo at 20 seconds. Chimkin probably not having the lucky needs with the safety car, but now he's still put Mazzle down here. Foot to the floor here for YouTube. Chimkin in P12. Get down to 17 seconds. So what we're seeing here is that Chimkin, by pitting onto the first VSC, he's got a tire advantage against Salmonfish as well. So he might not have the best starts, but he's definitely going to make dividends here, especially with the entire pack of 12 of 11 cars in front of him. Pitting under, and then I'm stuck in the whole train of cars right here, especially the top 3. So I'm pretty sure the entire field, the top 11 ahead of Chimkin, will be paying attention to Chimkin's pace right now. Very confident here that Chimkin, with that clear air in front of him, would be possibly sending the fastest lap of the race. So what we're going to see here from Chimkin is the bigger question here. And also we're going to move Sam and Roshan. Oh, we didn't see that coming. Roshan has fallen away from the 1 second window from Yellow Right. And now Sam's all over the back of Roshan Robot. DRS enabled by the end of this safety car VSC period. There's no gap time. There's no lead time between a VSC period and enabling the DRS. And now Rowdy outside. Go Sam. Rowdy outside. And on first move of the we're going to on stream here. Sam gets past Roshan Robert into the heavy braking zone of 10-7. Sam is now past Roshan Robot and is now trying to make a move on Yellow Right. AlphaTauri versus Red Bull. Drivers here on equal performance. That is one thing to note for the season all the way for JF. Drivers are on equal performance. So it's all a tested skill here for the drivers. These drivers definitely will be putting skills to the test. So it will not be surprising to see a Williams passing a Red Bull or vice versa. It's all going to be, oh, Salmonfish is retired. Salmonfish is retired over the Anderson Bridge. And it's a full safety car is deployed. A full safety car now on lap 5/31. And I'm pretty sure for drivers who are supporting YouTube Chimkin, definitely we ultimately disappointed because that opens up the door for the front few drivers to actually start pitting for new tires. And they're not going to jump. No, they're not going to jump. No. So I don't know if that's a little bit of a strategical error for the drivers, but I don't see anyone pitting. But we are. Destiel and Sky are pitting. So the top four choosing not to pit, but Sky, the first driver to pit from mediums to go into hard tires. What about Destiel? Destiel on mediums, definitely go to hards. Ryan has got a 5-second time penalty for speeding the pit lane. So drama happening all across the field as we are looking at. Now, where is Sky going to emerge? He's going to emerge. Oh, not too bad. He's going to P7. Not too shabby. And this is going to change the coins for the race. The tables have turned into the favor of Sky, Destiel, and Chimkin has emerged in P9. So Chimkin, well, the dice has gone against him. But now with the strategical advantage to the rest in front, well, he's definitely going to be the driver to look out for. Now, we all know Chimkin is a driver who knows how to take care of his tires. But now, we're definitely thinking that, wow, it's going to be a massive strategic advantage. If Chimkin can nurse those tires to the very end, Chimkin is going to definitely score great points right here. So you're into the top 10, so you're already in the points. That's 6 out of 31. Fresh tires with the stop. The question now is, how far can he nurse those medium tires to? Now let's have a look at the tire status of each driver. The tire status of each driver. Now we have a look. Most drivers still on 5 lap O hard tires, but Sam, well, I've no idea why he didn't pit. He's on 5 lap O medium compound tires. So if there is 5 lap O medium compound tires, I don't know. My guess is that he should have pitted. He should have pitted on those mediums. It's going to wear out really, really quickly. Whereas those on the hards in front of him can go longer into the stint. Mangosteen deciding going in softs. Now, interesting strategy from Mangosteen in the Alpine in P10. Does he think that another driver could potentially make an accident here? Oh, more drivers starting pit. More drivers starting to pit. We see a Haas. We see a Haas of Heejin. Heejin going to the pits. As well as Sam. Sam finally pits. Strategical errors made by drivers deciding to pit in a very, very late stage of this race and compromising the position. Now the question is, well, I don't know whether one lap advantage is going to work here, but no, I don't think it's going to work here. Especially considering you're on safety car, your advantage is not going to be that significant in the first place. So Sam comes out in P9. I don't think that's going to be really advantageous to him. He's on hard tires though, but he definitely has a few quick runners of the likes of Ramen and Heejin right behind him to contend with, but they're on the safety car. Now, let's have a look at the entire second event. Where's last place? Ryan here. Ryan is now coming out of turn 4. Turning around to the long straight in Raffles Avenue in turn 5. Ryan and the Williams. I'm pretty certain he's able to catch a safety car before the safety car pulls into the pit lane here. Now, Ramen get a move on here? No, I think Zhu is the one who needs to get a move on 6.8 seconds behind the field. I'm pretty sure the drivers behind him, the likes of Gangsams, Ramen and Heejin, would really want him to get a move on here. Taku is constantly disconnecting and leaving the session here. He does not have a lot of time before the safety car goes in the pit lane. Ryan has looked at him. He's approaching. He's along the pattern straight, negotiating the former Singapore Sling. And the safety car is coming in. No, he's not coming in. He's not coming in. No, he's not coming in. So it's going to be one more lap on the safety car, and we're going to have a full suite of 14 drivers. Not full. I mean, 7 has been retired. 14 drivers who are continuing one more lap on the safety car. So we'll have the race restart on lap 9 of the 31 here. So let's have a talk about Chimkin. Now, Chimkin, he has started in P13 here, and now in the nap P3, considering that he's made a stop, only behind Sky and Destiel. Chimkin, if you're starting 13th here, might be in the runs of a podium here if he can manage those medium tires to a long distance here. Keep an eye on Chimkin running in 7th in the Alfa Romeo. He's really compromised his qualifying, but to really make himself pay dividends in the race. So extremely smart strategy from Chimkin to actually perform well here in the race. So as the safety car runs along Raffles Boulevard, we're now seeing all 14 drivers line the stand along the main straight, turning left onto the War Memorial Park, and on the right in the City Hall. What a fantastic view if you could get a little bit of walkabout ticket here in Zone 4 of the Singapore Street Circuit. Now, if any of you have managed to get a ticket here into the Singapore Marina Bay Street Circuit before, let us know here in the comments. I'm pretty sure this is one of our favorite circuits here to race on, and our favorite circuits to spectate on, especially most of us here based in Singapore. This is one of our favorite circuits. We're proud of our own country, and we're definitely proud of our own street circuit. The home of Formula One street racing and home for Singapore's, the home of Formula One night races. This is definitely a circuit that everyone respects, everyone loves, and certainly with one of the most highest attendance here. And there's a bit of a topsy-turvy shenanigans going on right behind here. The cars changing positions here and there. You do not want to peel too far back before safety cars going to peel in. And on the slab, you do not want to peel too far back for the driver ahead of you, because safety cars peeling in. You do not want to disadvantage yourself right here. Oh, what's gonna happen here? Yellow Rack really trying to hold the whole pack right behind him before they get racing again. Now tiptoeing, Yellow Rack has now dropped the hammer, and our first safety car restart of season 6 is go. And look at Sky over the back of Sinpo here. Sinpo has no defense against him, and down inside. Oh, Sinpo puts out a staunch defense, but Sky makes it move inside here, and Sinpo has compromised his exit. More cars going into the melee here. Look at both Zesto and Tekomensa here, and that's another incident in sector 1. There's Ramen once again to make a spin here, but all eyes on Sinpo. Sinpo's really putting on such defense. Oh, we can't defend against Destio. One hard tires. Teko Mensa. Oh, we can't make a move on Sinpo as well. Oh, around the outside. Cars running wide. We come to the wall as well. I think that's oh no, that's Zul. Does he have damage? I think he has no damage. I think he's gone really wide here. Carnage on the first safety car restart of 2023. And look at that. Techomancer joining back the session over the back of Sinpo. And he's already 2 seconds behind the pack of the top 4 right now. But now all the charge is Sky and Destiel. They're already joining the lead pack here. Yellow Wreck and Roshan Robot, what can they do other than defend? Or do they want to join forces with Sky and Destiel now? The top 4 line of stand, P1, P2, P3, P4 down Raffles Avenue. And now the question is, how long can this defense hold? If you are Dusty on the Williams, what would you do? Would you go to work together with Sky, who's on the same strategy as you, or are you going to make the attack? Destiel has a huge dilemma to actually deal with right now as it start lap 10 of 31. Yellow flags out as well as you have a hairstyle. Gangster Hamster's lost his right wing. Mangosteen has another penalty. He's got severe collision. Oh, Gangster Hamster hits the wall of the final corner. He didn't need to do that. And a huge mistake rejoining the track by Gangster Hamster has put himself out of the race. We're down to 13 drivers as the VSC is out. And now, no, the full safety car is out. And the race once again is neutralized. Whoa. How many disruptions are we gonna have here in the inaugural race of season 6? And what does this spell for the remaining 11 races to come? Take a break, everybody. We may only have 15 drivers here, but the drama is still equally exciting here. Look at this. Imagine if you have a whole suite of 20 drivers here tonight in Singapore. Mangosteen now with this safety car. He's definitely subbed the pit stop. He's going to head towards his race engineer. Box. And that is it. Safety car once again deployed. If you're on the hot tires for the start of the race, what would you do? Here we go once again. Yellow Rack, Roshan, But now Sky and Destio really over the back on the front two here. Front two not changing since the first lap of the race. Now, need to remind you that here in Singapore, pole has won more than half the time from the pole sitting spot here, or would you say the front row? Winners for the Singapore Grand Prix have nearly always been from the front row race. Well, down less if you're, well, Max Verstappen? No, even if you're Max Verstappen, he doesn't have a good record here in Singapore. And let's not forget, Singapore was the only race in the 2023 Formula 1 season not won by the Red Bull car. And now here we go, Roshan pits. So, well, if you're gonna have a Red Bull car winning here in Singapore here, it will be our norm here, but likes of yellow rank. Unless we can replicate Red Bull's domination here 2023. But now more cars pitting here. Roshan into the pits. Interestingly, yellow rank not pitting and staying out. Oh, where's he going? What's yellow rank doing? I don't know. Wait, it doesn't seem really stable here at the front. Yellow rank is just hanging about in front. Nearly on really worn hard tires, and with a whole stream of cars with fresher tires right behind him, the likes of Sky and Destio. So the question now is, has Dilleract and Red Bull made a strategical error by keeping it out in the front? Surely he might have track position, but the question is how much can he defend? Now we have seen the likes of Sinpo from P3 now down into P6 within the span of one lap. Down 3 spots in the P6 from his restart, owing to the fact that he's on tires since the start of the race. The question is, how much can he nurse him? Yes, we do have a safety car, which safety car laps, you would definitely... Oh, Ryan's retired? Ryan's retired? How? He's retired. Oh, I don't know what's happened. Oh, he's off the George Russell corner here. So Ryan has retired off the George Russell corner in the Williams this time, and a really disappointing performance here from Ryan here. What's happened there? Crashing under the safety car there, Ryan. So, oh no, Ryan. 3 retirements in the span of 11 laps. We're not even halfway there, and we already have 20% of the field already retiring from the race. Wow. What are we gonna see here? Race of attrition? This could be a race which is gonna be dictated. Point scorers could be based on how well can he stay on the track. Can he keep a car into the finish line in one piece? That's a bigger question here. Cars constantly going to the pits here. Now, Chimkin into the pits. All 9-lap old mediums, he's going to sit an advantage. Is he going on hard tires? Is it going to be a strategical move? It is a strategical move for Chimkin. A smart thinking Alfa Romeo team deciding to put him on 2-lap old hard tires, potentially to the end of the race. Capitalizing on safety car occurrences to give cheap pit stops to the Alfa Romeo driver here. What does this spell here? A really smart move thinking from Alfa Romeo? Did others not blink? What does this spell here? Could Chimkin be our first winner of season 6 of the JAF? We shall see in another 20 laps time. Do not go away, everybody. So here we go. Once again, let's bring you through. Once again, after accelerating 12 laps, let's bring you through the position change here. Yellow Rack has maintained his lead for the entirety of the 12 laps we have been racing here. Sky started 10th, now in 2nd. Biggest jumper though is Destio in 3rd place. Started in P14, second last year, now up into the podium spots. Tacomancer started 12th, up into 4th. Sam started 3rd with a little bit of strategical error here, down to 5th. Sinpo started 8th, up into 6th here. Heejin, unfortunately, once again, owing to strategical mistakes, down into 7th from 4th. Sukate Zul with a little bit of inconsistency in the Red Bull car. From 9th is up to 8th. Ramen started 5th. Unfortunately, not really pacey there, down to 9th. Roshan here
obviously just pitted, so he's down to 10th from 2nd place. Mangosteen, starting at 7th, unfortunately for the Alpine driver, is down to 11th. And Chipkin, started 13th, up in the 12th, but don't count it out yet because it's just pitted. And now with the safety car peeling in, let's focus back to the yellow rack as we start again. Our safety car, our second safety car restart here, and here it is. The time advantage here, being really prominent here, because Sky is going around the outside. Pushes in wide. It's another Verstappen and Hamilton move here. Really a push here in yellow rack. Trey wide into 10-5. Who's going to emerge on top? It's still yellow rack. Now, it's going to be Dusty versus Sky versus yellow rack here. What's going to happen here? Oh, he's compromised by yellow rack there. So Destil side by side with Sky. And now Destil round the outside into the heavy braking point, and it's up to P2. Yellow rack defended against Roshan, defended against Sky. Can he defend against Destil here? A fight for the lead here. We all know Destil is such an aggressive driver. He wants the lead, he wants to win, and we know he was the deserved winner of Season 5 had he attended all races. We know his win ratio in every race is one of the highest here in the JAF. Oh, a spin here for Real Rack, and was there a left tap from Destil? We don't know, but he spun. Destil's a new race later. Yellow Rack and Red Bull team have something to say about that, but now we have a new change of leader here. Destil laser from Sky, a Mercedes double podium is what we're saying here. And now, look at that, it's the back of the field, no punishes the front, just better in race consistency, and more drivers here. Sam, where did he come from? Where did he come from, Sam? Round the outside of Taco Mansa. Sam up into the podium places. And now we have a full flash fight for the lead. It's Tessie over the Sky, Sam, Taco Mansa, and Roshan Robot now taking over the race. Look at this! And now, Roshan and Taco, look at this now! Oh, fighting through the heavy breakers out! Oh, Roshan Robert goes against Hero Mansa! Look at this now! Taco Mansa with the hard tires, water ready, after 13 laps of use, no answer to that! Roshan's up to 4th, and now we definitely have accelerating safety car restart once again! Guy, I know, I'm looking at you here. Brian Teo in the chat, welcome in. I know you're rooting for Sky, and here it is. Sky now just following Destiel for his first podium of JF here. It is in his inaugural race. I'm definitely thinking you're really grinning behind the screen of a computer because Sky is running in 2nd place, and he has lots and lots of excitement right behind. There, thank you, no problem here. But now Sky, now just sitting right behind Destiel, thinking just to end this race in P2. But now for Sam is a really, really different story here because Roshan Robot is hounding him again. No DRS for the time being, but Roshan Robot sitting still on fresher medium tires, and definitely medium is doing faster than hards here. Roshan has a pace advantage over Sam. Will we get DRS over this lap and lap 15? Are we gonna get it? We're getting a fastest lap. We're getting a fastest lap from Destiel, 132.1, obviously. It's already pulled away from Sky, but what we have now is enabling of DRS. So, how will Roshan respond to Sam? The answer is in the form of a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Didn't really need that, but now what he really needs is to get past Sam. Owing to the penalties, he needs to get past Sam and get rid of his penalties. Now he's Linus Sutton almost pushing Sam down Raffles Boulevard, round the outside. Sam doesn't put up a fight. Different strategies. Roshan up in the P3, and I was getting past Sky right here. Roshan definitely has to use that tire advantage to his good right here, because now he has a 3-second time penalty to contend with. It's going to put him behind Sam and potentially Takumansa as well. Takumansa, wow. In P5, it's a 14 lap old hard tire, so the question is, will that play into his hands towards the end of the race? But this chess game will keep going on as you approach halfway distance. Roshan and Sky, the battle look out right now, as Sam once again still in DRS range there, but that's the answer. Sky, does he have the answer? No answer. Down the inside of Roshan Robot, goes past him. And now Roshan is going to set his sights onto Destiel. But can he? Well,
No answer there. Through the final sector, Destel still the fastest man right there. Gap stays put at 2.8 seconds. Now, through the finish line, oh, it's still slow there by about a tenth of a second there, Roshan versus Destel. So, Destel, even though with an older hard tires, still with a pace advantage over the rest of the field right here. So, Destel, well, with a pace advantage, even though even new season, Destel commanding lead right there. And let's see how much he can hold that here. Meanwhile, as Heejin gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So, I'm on the fact of drivers getting penalties to be more pacey in a bit to actually get rid of the penalties. So let's have a look at Heejin and Ramen now, who is they're all in a little fight between Takomancer. Takomancer on 15 lap old hard tires, obviously in tire management mode here, so he's not going to push on. He's just definitely going to try to hold position and push on later in the race. But if you're Heejin or Ramen, who are on slightly fresher medium tires, you know your tires are going off. You know they're going to get past traffic as soon as possible. And love type here, and he taps Takomancer around, and Ramen almost runs to the back of Heejin, and a little bit sick by Heejin. Do they have damage? I wonder, but he just immediately punished as Ramen tries to make double overtake here, and they go topsy-turvy, a little bit of a domino effect there. Certainly, one of these drivers must have some damage there as the race is neutralized, and look who is behind him. Did we talk about him? We didn't talk about him. It is Chimkin. Chimkin from P12, now back to the points, now right behind this field, and is on fresh, new, not saying fresh new, but it's on slightly new. Hot tires is going to lead us to the rest to the end of the race. But if Chimkin has a high advantage, is he going to try and make the pass? Not yet. You have a long DRS straight by the likes of Raffles Boulevard running ahead of you, as we have a little bit of a yellow flags as Ramen spins out of turn 3, so that gives Chimkin a little bit of a breathing room. But back to the battle here between Takomancer and Heejin. Heejin, after all that shenanigans, has not managed to get past Taku. So Taku has 1 lap advantage over Heejin. But as the time goes on, you would find out that both of them are actually on the same strategy. The likes of both of them would need to make an actual stop before the end of lap 31, obviously, before the end of the race. So, the other question for Heejin is, would you want to stay behind Takomancer, or would you like to make a pass on Takomancer before the end? As another yellow flag, on sector 2, we have Zou. Sukati is lost in running end plate by hitting the ball on the turn 8. The marshals have cleared that one, so no need for a safety car here. So we can focusing back on our focus here, which is Takomancer versus Heejin. Heejin now still right over the back of Takomancer. But the looks of things, he looks pretty aggressive, but as far as possible, he looks to be wanting to get the DRS of Takomancer as far as possible. So he's trying to follow him, but Heejin has run out of battery here, so he'll definitely just want to follow Taku as far as possible. Yellow Rag, fortunately, has got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane. So, Yellow Rag with hard tires, 70 lap old hard tires, is going for mediums towards the end of the race. So, a one-stop strategy for Yellow Rag here. What about these drivers? What about Takomancer? With that 17 lap old hard tires, how is he still hanging on to it? Is he going to pit? Is that going to trigger the remainder of the drivers on the hard tires? Is that going to trigger the likes of Sinpo? Is that going to trigger the likes of Takomancer? Maybe Sky, maybe Dastio, they still have one more pit stop to make. And if that's the case, are we going to see Roshan, our first winner of the JF? The dice are rolling. It's a roll table. No one knows who's going to be winner. Anyone is possible. You haven't seen. Well, how many contenders we have? Let's count. We have Destiel, we have Roshan, we have Sky, Sam, Takomancer, even Heejin. No one knows. Don't count out Chimkin as well. 7 different drivers who have a hand on the trophy here. The question is, who's going to snatch it by the end of lap 31? It's still Heejin, who's going to follow Takomancer all the way through. Now, along Raffles Avenue, heavy braking zone in the right-hander. Now, scooping himself up into the final corner. Does Takomancer get a Q? He does get a Q. He's going to pit.
Fresh new meters going on. Heejin goes straight, does the pit. Now, Tachomancer, competitive P5 by the end of his sit. How is this gonna work out for him? Where's gonna pan out for him? The big question here is whether is it going to come out in front or behind Mangosteen? Now, keep an eye out. Simple now pits. Simple pits as well. Tachomancer, where's it going to come out here? Pay attention to Yellow Rack and Mangosteen. This is their main competitive here. Tachomancer gets out in front of Yellow Rack and Mangosteen. So this is crucial for him. He can set his side out in front and chase after Ramen and Chimkin. Simple pits, and he is still out of bounds, P11. So, Simple would definitely be on the net P11 unless Ramen pits. So, Simple definitely has to put the medal floor to the medal here because Ramen will be its only chance of getting in the points. Are we going to see Simple once again score points in Singapore? And definitely we really want to see such a loyal supporter of the JAF score points every single race here. Simple with definitely a new build this season, a new Trustmaster T248 in the helm for him. He'll definitely want to use his new gear to advantage. New gear, certainly he's acclimatized to it now, and he would really want to score some valuable points here in the inaugural race of season 6 and the races to follow. Now, back to the racing action. We have Sam and Sky, similar strategies, but now finding out for the final podium spots here. Sam versus Sky. What are we gonna see here? Sam. And against Sam's last session is definitely one of the retirements here. So, Sam versus Sky, what we're gonna see here is gonna be aggressive move around the outside to down inside line. Side by side. Everyone's and Sam, I think got a little tap right there. Thankfully, no damage. I'm not sure if that one's going to be reported to the stewards. But now the gap is back down to 2 seconds. A bit of a tire banging here. And Roshan, Roshan's retired! Roshan's retired after Singapore Sling. There it is. He spun out of the former Singapore Sling here. That is 10, 11, and 12. We know how dangerous it is there. But the car's outside in the corners, and Marshall's able to retrieve it. There's nothing's happening here. And there's one driver, there's one key driver, hands on the trophy, but now hands drag off the trophy. Roshan Robot is out of this race. We can say how, well, we can say all you want about how competitive you are, how much your race pace is worth, but if you're unable to keep the car in a second, you're unable to keep the car in one piece, what does that count for? You're out of the race. And that leaves us with 11 out of 15 drivers still in the running at the end of lap 21. So that means we only have one driver who's not going to score points, and the others going to score points based on themselves bringing the car back home in one piece. That is the nature of the street seconds for you. But wow, a race of attrition we're looking at for the debut of the 6th season of the JF. Amazing here. And certainly what's more amazing we're looking at here is the drivers in front of Taco, in fact, all needing the pit once more, but Taco doesn't. So keep an eye out of Taco, Yellow Rack, and even Heejin. This few drivers here that they're definitely going to be. Look at that, Heejin and Mangosteen. They're going to go side by side. No, let's have a look at them. Mangosteen almost running in back of Heejin. Mangosteen now over the back of Heejin. Down Raffles Boulevard. Now both of them equally with 3-second time penalties. DRS wide open for Mangosteen. Heejin does some of the tires warm up, but can he put a staunch defense? I think he can. He's trying to. No defense being put up. Mangosteen up into P8. Heejin down to P9. And now, how much can they work this out based on this tire advantage? Pretty textbook move here from Mangosteen down into Raffles Boulevard. That's what you really want to do here. Take the outside line, then we'll switch an inside line into turn number 8, and that's how Mangosteen gets past Heejin. So with that, I'm pretty sure Heejin, with that faster tires, will be able to perform a little bit of a comeback move here at Mangosteen, who does not have the best of exits out into the Esplanade Bridge. Heejin now, definitely getting very close to Mangosteen, but does not make a move. And once again, another bad exit from Mangosteen. Mangosteen not the best at turn corner exits here. Throughout the rest of Yellow Pierce is in Yellow Wreck. Yellow Wreck's out. Yellow Wreck's out. Down under one of the Benjamin Shears Bridge. Yes, it's out on the Benjamin Shears Bridge, and oh no, his car is. No, he didn't get damaged. He just retired. He just chose to retire. What's happened there? He's just told by his team to retire the car. So, oh no. So Yellow Wreck decided not to continue here. Decided to just pull off into the distance. So, oh, that's a little bit of an interesting decision to retry the car here. So that means all 10 remaining drivers in this race will score points. Now, the question I believe some of you in the chat might be asking, so what happens if a driver retires from now till lap 28, which is another 6 laps here, and that will determine the 90% race distance here. What happens if we have a driver who retires between now and 90% race distance? Now, the game would not provide the points itself. That's the answer. You'll not get the points until you complete 90% race distance. So if we have a 6 driver who retires right now, we'll only, the lowest point scoring driver here will score 2 points, and there will be no driver who scores 1 point because he has not completed the 90% race distance to going to be classified. So that's your answer right there. And Roshan, who's managed to get back into the paddock now, back in the chat, who's saying that he's gone the curb and he has spun out right off the Singapore Sling. So that corner, obviously I've been there myself during this year's iteration of the race, and I've seen many drivers. We know there's a quick switch into the right hander after the left corner of turn 10, and you do need quick reflexes in order to turn the car into the correct direction in order for you to enter the Anderson Bridge. And we know how tricky it must have been for drivers here. But let's not forget, we gotta honor these drivers who have raced. I mean, you gotta honor drivers in real life, Formula 1 drivers who have raced here from 2008 to 2011, the former Singapore Sling, high curbs, and definitely clipping one of those curves, we definitely sending into the wall. If you do remember Kimi Raikkonen back in the inaugural Singapore race back in 2008, that's what happened to him, dashing Ferrari's hopes of a double podium here. I mean, if you do remember Felipe Massa as well, with his fuel pipe problem back in the inaugural race, that's what happened. So back to the race action here, we do see Techromancer, fresh new medium tires, trying to take a challenge on Chimkin not putting over. Oh, they're going side by side into the heavy braking zone here in the Raffles Avenue. But Techromancer around the outside holding his line, and he's poo. True. Right here. So Tacro back up into the podium spots here of our season 5 champion. Just explain to us why on the circuit. He's deservedly one of our champions right here. Chimkin will get the honor of the DRS here. He's trying to save with the DRS of Takro in order to make some inroads of the top few right now, but don't think he can. He can't. He's out of the DRS range. Up the gap to 1.3 seconds here. Meanwhile, Heejin and Ramen having a little duel in the same corner there, and Heejin with a fantastic move around the outside. Up into P6. Heejin really having a phenomenal season right here. Phenomenal start to the season right here. He just making the moves that is required of him. He's just doing what he needs to do. Just keeping himself out of the barriers, keeping himself out of trouble here, and it's really running great race of his own right here. He's on track, assuming Chimkin and Sky Steel pits. He's definitely looking forward to Manette potentially P4 finish for Heejin. But honestly, we really want to see Heejin back on the podium. We know how quick a driver he really is, and when he's really consistent, he is consistent here. And one driver who's not really getting consistency is it Ramen? Yeah, I think it's Ramen, just having a little bit of a mistake here. Not having the race that he wants. 18 lap old medium tires, and I believe that's really warm at this point in time. Simple is really catching up here. as is Zhu Kate is out the back of Sinpo now. Sinpo, can he try to defend against Kate? Both of them experienced GF drivers. Is Kate, former student for the previous season, now 10 drivers. Sinpo having driven all 6 seasons of the GF. Oh, going left, going right, putting a staunch defense against Zucate right here. Now, oh, Zucate's out! We saw what's happened! Zucate has become our 6th retirement of the Singapore Grand Prix, and it's a massive one. Wow! And that's full the likes of a few more drivers there. We do see multiple drivers spinning out and crashing out underneath the Benjamin Shears bridge. And Zucate pushing a bit too hard, got on the curb, and while fighting Sinpo, is out of the Singapore Grand Prix. 9 out of 15 drivers still remain here in Singapore, and this is a race of attrition here. It is like the Hunger Games, but this time it is a GF Games here. The GF Games. Who is going to be eliminated next? It is like Squid Game. It is this time Formula 1 version here, but wow, you really do have to keep your car on the track right now. And as with drivers here, we see a few drivers with really aged tires, relative Desio, Sky, Chimkin, and Ramen, all which have tires older than 15 laps right now, and suddenly the tires are crying, get me into the pits, get me a change, I'm tired of racing on the track anymore. But are they going to continue? They are continuing. I think Desio and Sky, look at this. No, 18.7 seconds separate them, and Desio, does he want to give up the lead? I don't think so, but it'd be a wise decision for Desio to get back into the pits now, because he knows that the pace is there. Or does he really want to track the position? A little bit of a dilemma here for Desio and Williams. He's looking forward to another win in the inaugural race of a new season of the GF, but does he really need to stay out? Does he really need to do this? We've already seen case studies of how many drivers have DNF over the course of the past 26 laps. Does Desio need to take this risk? How long does he need to stay in front of Sky in order to get an advantage? Can he simply stay within 3 seconds of Sky in order to do that? Oh, Desio, you must be hearing a commentary here. Someone has been eavesdropping on the commentary box, and Desio is coming into the pits. Wow, that'll be something to be asking during the podium interviews. But for now, let's have a look at Desio's pit stop, and let's see whether it's going to work out for him. Fresh new soft tires going for Desio. Looking for the full suite of 26 points for Desio as Sky goes through. Would that be an answer from Desio? Can he get within 3 seconds of Sky throughout the course of the remaining 4 laps? That's the question. What is the current gap between Sky and Desio? 5.5 seconds. He has to make up 2.5 seconds in order to take the lead of this race by virtue of penalties. There we see Sky down Raffles Boulevard. Desio, you know what? But it's going to be quick there. Soft tires to get a warm up. It's going to be quick to get a faster slap. It's going to be quick to warm him up. What is the gap now? By the end of the first sector, 4.5 seconds. 1 second gain within the space of 1 sector alone. Now, where's Sky now? Down the Pardon Straight. Desio now just completing turn 9, also down the Pardon Straight. We shall see the gap as it go by the Esplanade Bridge right now. Sky nursing those 21 lap old hard tires. Desio completely fresh soft tires. I don't even think that they need to get to the end of the lap before Desio makes it through, because look at the gap here. Look at Sky now. Look at that. Both are cast in the same frame. What is the gap now? 2.2 seconds, 2.0 seconds, 1.8 seconds. The gap falling down like dominoes there between the top 2. It's no question. It's no answer. The question now is, will Desio try to move on Sky down the next lap just for the sake of pride? I think he's trying to do that because the gap is so close now. 0.7, 0.6, 0.5. Still just try to say, Sky, you are a Formula 2 driver. Let me go. That's no competition for you. And he's not even going to wait till the DRS straight. Desio Is he going round the outside? He goes round the outside. Well, there's some contact there, I think. A little bit aggressive from Destiel. Destiel gets a huge serving DRS, and the gap easily up to 2.3 seconds. Not even factoring the penalties. No question asked, but that question asked is between 5th and 6th. That is between Heejin and Chimkin. Heejin, Chimkin, side by side into turn 1, turn 2, and oh, Heejin gets past Chimkin. But Chimkin will now have the DRS. He does have the DRS. So Heejin, unfortunately, being in front, wrong place, wrong time. Is he going to try dive there, Chimkin? Oh, he has a look, but it's not going to get it. And that's game over. Heejin has P5. Now, the bigger question is, can Sam actually, well, on 17 laps newer medium tires, get past Sky on extremely worn hard tires? 22 lap old hard tires, and when the gap is down to 6.3 seconds. And if you look at the penalties, both of them equally on 3 seconds as Destio sets a new fastest lap of the race of 1:30.286 on the soft power tires. So keep an eye out on the gap between Sky and Sam, because Sam theoretically has a huge tire advantage over Sky and should be able to get past Sky if Sky's has really fallen off the cliff. Sam is now negotiating his way past the first few sequence of corners. Sky is now entering Raffles Boulevard, so the gap is now about 5 seconds. Let's see the gap as they complete sector 1 of this lap, which is lap 29. The gap is now, well, let's have a look. Gap's now 4 and a bit seconds, 4.4 seconds, to be fair. So this is definitely going to be a battle we're going to see towards the end of the race. Sky's Eyes appears to be falling off the cliff now. He's already over 10 seconds behind Destiel. Look at the state of the tires. Well, the dusty Singapore circuit here, mainly on tarmac used by road vehicles every day, buses, trucks, normal cars, taxis, everywhere on a daily basis. It's so dusty here, and with those worn tires, you're not going to get lots of traction right here. Look at that. Same frame. You're seeing Sky and Sam right now. Sam is hounding him in as they approach the penultimate level of the race. The gap is now down to just under 3 seconds now, even before the end of lap 30. So, the big question now is, can Sam get Sky before the end of the race? Brian Teo in the chat definitely biting his fingernails right now, because this is definitely going to be a race to the end now. Are we going to see a showdown towards the end? Are we going to see Sky get P2? Are we going to see Sam get P2? Yep, as they pass through the finish line to start the end of the race. To start the penultimate level of the race, 2.0 seconds. 2.0 seconds now. As now they enter Raffles Boulevard. What is the lap time? What's the timing going to be? 1.5 seconds, the gap between Sky and Sam. So, I'm pretty sure Sky is trying to use up all of his ERS right now to prevent giving Sam the benefit of the DRS towards the end of this lap. He knows very well that the DRS is so crucial here in Singapore, and that's the key overtaking spot here. But now, the sequence of corners through the Singapore Sling as they enter the Anderson Bridge. No, it's of no use. Or is it? No use. Sam will have the benefit of DRS from now onwards, barring any mistake made from Sam. Sam has the benefit of DRS, and there's no question. DRS wide open for Sam. What's gonna happen here? Half a second, 4 tenths, 3 tenths, and the game is on. The battle is on right now for Sam versus Sky. As now Destiel begins his final lap of the race, but all eyes onto this battle here. Between Sam and Sky, has to go on the defensive, that Sky in the Mercedes, and now it's full on defensive because it's all over the back of Sky, that is Sam. And now, here we go. It is game on. 24 lap old hard tires versus a Mercedes driver versus 8 lap old medium tires on AlphaTauri. And goes defensive there. No dives made for Sam and Sky. 1 attempt out of 3 down. 2 to go for Sam.
Oh, this is going to be a nail-biting finish here. Sam versus Sky. The gap has never extended beyond half a second since the start of this lap. Doors wide open here. Oh, defensive here. This is crucial. This is crucial. This is crucial. He's falling to the inside. He's drilled. He's by side. He's down the inside. Side by side. Oh, that was aggressive defense there. But there's no answer for Sam. Sam is through into P2. Sky's down the third. And the charge is over. Sam is up in the P2, and that is it. Sam will take second, Sky's in third. As we see, well, that is it right now. As we see Desio rounding out the final few corners of the race. And a dominant race for Desio. A great comeback here from From P14 on the grid. Desio rounding outside, does a little bit of a donut, does a damage his car, and wins the Singapore Grand Prix. But the story isn't over. Magazine Simple are now the drivers to look out for. Keep your eyes out for 7th and 8th. Sam and Sky will finish in second and third. But what's the story like for Mangosteen and Simple? Simple on medium tires, Mangosteen on fresh new sauce, warm sauce as a matter of fact. But can Simple have a final helping of DRS? Can he force Mangosteen to error just like what he did to Zoo? It is gonna be, yes, you're gonna DRS. He's passing the DRS zone. What's gonna happen here? Oh, Simple has a poor exit, and just not even gonna DRS. A poor exit for Simple out of turn 12. There's no DRS for Simple, and that is it. Wow. Story over. So it is going to be Desio in first, Sam in second, Sky third, Techmaster and teammate, both Mercedes scoring good points in fourth, Heejin in fifth, Chimkin running great race in sixth, and here we look at it, Mangosteen and Simpo 7th and 8th. But Simpo with a benefit, he has no penalty, he'll be in P7, Simpo in P7, we do not talk about penalty, Mangosteen in P8, and then finally, Ramen in P9. Desio, obviously, will take the crown of the drive of the day this evening here in Singapore. And what a race we've had. What a race here in Singapore. A race of attrition, yet so much racing action here to round off the calendar year of 2023. Happy New Year, everybody. It is Desio once again back to the top 7 of the podium. And that is it. Top 3. All drivers from Singapore, a full Singaporean podium for the Singapore Grand Prix. I'm speechless here. You've just witnessed what exciting Singapore race here in the JF. Wow. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the race of the season. But look at this. The podium celebrations are staunch. Everything's in here. And here it is. Your race results. So as a result here, Desio in P1, and as well taking the fastest of the race, with a 130.286, Sam in P2, a 132.398, Sky and Takru, third and fourth in both Mercedes. Heejin in fifth, the only driver in the top few to actually lose was insisting in P4. Chimkin in P6, Simpo in 7th, Vegas in 8th, Roman 9th, and the rest, unfortunately, not completing the race. So, well, here's the results here. What can I say about such a race here? It's really exciting here to see drivers from the back work their way up and eventually scoring points here. And actually, really proud of Simple here. Almost a career best finish for Simple. Let's not forget his career best finish was in season 4, back in Monza, where he finished in P6. Now with 7th place finish here, the sheer consistency of Simple. Does that mean he's going to score even more points in the races to come? Now, what can I say right here? It's definitely going to be really a season to come for the remainder of the 11 laps.
Oh, if you're out, if you notice me that I'm out of breath, you're probably out of breath as well. I hope, because this was a race to remember, and this was certainly a race that we remember to come, because there are 11 more exciting races to come. And certainly, we would definitely want to invite our top 3 drivers for a podium interview if it's possible. That's all with a commanding lead of 23.6 seconds here. I don't think we've seen any lead bigger than that before in the JF. As for Sam and Sky, we have 2 new faces in the podium here. Taco Message, unfortunately, just missing out by a few seconds, but certainly, you gotta admit the safety car. The safety car has a lot to play with in order to actually determine this podium as well. So, hats off to these 2 drivers. And certainly, we're really hoping for the few drivers to actually come back here and have a little podium interview session here. So, as few drivers making way up to the podiums, we will be doing a little bit of a race analysis here based on the race results. So, 6 drivers not making the cut here and DNFing, but more interestingly, we have noticed a yellow rack in the Red Bull. He just retired even without having any damage. So perhaps maybe Yellow Rack will want to provide a little bit of an insight in the comments. Why did he retire towards the very end? But that means, unfortunately, for both Red Bulls, they will not be taking any points here in Singapore. And certainly, Red Bull and Singapore not having the best of luck here. As we know, 2022 is probably the one of the only races where there is chat success in Singapore. And Red Bull and the V6 era and the Singapore circuit, I don't think there's any affinity to begin with. So, once again, we're going to stand by for the podium interview here. Desio, Sam, and Sky in the top 3. Drivers who we did not expect to be in the top 3 based on the qualifying results now appearing in the podium. And that definitely shows, whereby consistency is key when it comes to races like this. And as we all know, the saying really goes, it is a marathon, not a sprint. So a little bit unfortunate right there. Towards the end of the first qualifying session, or shall we say Q2, whereby we have Desio being disqualified towards the end of the race, and Ryan and Sky, I think they were eliminated despite meeting the timing access. So we all know they had pace, but somehow the slowest time actually went into the top, was eligible for the top 10. So oh. Well, unfortunately, I think, well, we know that the Singapore Grand Prix, we know the Singapore Grand Prix is really taxing here, and it's really going to be extremely tiring for both drivers, commentators, and staff alike. So, once again, we see incidents reporting already. 2 incidents are being reported right now, so the stewards will definitely be working overnight towards the end of the long weekend over investigating those incidents. So, as far as the drivers are concerned, we're looking at the drivers saying that they're too fatigued to do the interview. So, unfortunately, I think they're going to retreat to their own garages to have a long distance break, especially considering that it is the start of the long weekend. It is today's Saturday, 30th of December, and certainly many of us will be preparing for counting down to the new year, which is, well, counting down to 2024 in the first place. So, as far as this is concerned, we will be definitely looking forward to our second race of the season, which is, I don't know, we'll definitely be looking. We'll definitely be a surprise, and I'm pretty sure these drivers will really want to be surprised as well for the second race of the season. So where will it be? We'll be able to stay tuned to find out as well. But at the very end of a very exciting Singapore Grand Prix, I'm pretty sure that spells the start of what would be the prerogative for the remaining 11 races to come. And once again, apologies for not being able to join you guys for the exhibition race as well as the qualifying for today's race. I'm pretty sure that, like most of you, you'll be preparing for the New Year festivities and as well as your late Christmas festivities as well. So it is a really exciting way to end the new year with a very exciting race to start the new season and conclude the new year as well. So once again, hoping for what's the New Year's resolution right here. My New Year's resolution, we definitely to see all 20 drivers gathering together for the remainder of the 11 races for the rest of the sixth season of the JF, and also to ensure there'll be way more fair, clean racing and exciting on-track action for the remaining 11 races to come. So once again, I'm pretty sure that it's a long weekend for you guys, and once again, a very happy New Year, and once again, see you guys in 2024. Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. Goodbye, everybody, and enjoy the remainder of 2023. See you in 2024, everybody.